Hello, welcome. Week 1 of our 8 weeks of nasal breathing. We're going to talk real quick now about the BOLT score. I know Mick has mentioned it a few times on various different posts. What is it? Why are we doing it? And where's it going? So the BOLT score, body oxygen level test. That's why BOLT. I refer to it as a baseline test because it gives you your baseline of where you're at right now, today, in comparison to yesterday, in comparison to tomorrow, in comparison to last week. Where are you at right now? It tells you where your carbon dioxide tolerance is at this second. It tells you where your breathing pattern is. So how your functioning breathing pattern is. Are you over breathing? Are you under breathing? Where are you at? And also it points out really, really well where you're at from a nervous system point of view. Okay, so we're going to collect a whole heap of data. We're going to be filling out spreadsheets. We're going to be, keeping an eye on all this stuff. So this is week 1. It's going to be super basic. You've probably already tried it. Mick's already talked about it, but we're just going to really knuckle down on it. Week 2, I'm going to add to it, and week 3 will be into the full breath retraining program. Don't want to overwhelm you on week 1 by overloading you with stuff, but this is where we're going to start. And the importance of raising our carbon dioxide tolerance levels is manifold. But from a running point of view, and if you want to be running nasal, you need that carbon dioxide tolerance level so that you can actually perform rather than struggle because you're breathing only through your nose. Raising our carbon dioxide tolerance levels is life-changing, to say the least. It will be amazing for your mental health. Anxiety and all that sort of stuff will not be a problem for you if you can raise your carbon dioxide tolerance level to a high level. And also just that sort of ability to be motivated throughout the day. Your body comes back to life. All those niggling little injuries or niggling pains, niggly sort of health issues, see you later, gone. Exercise-induced asthma, gone. Snoring, gone. Hay fever, I've been told, but I'm not convinced about. Yes, reduced symptoms, all that sort of shit. There's a whole massive list of symptoms of various different ailments that can just be wiped out because you're actually breathing properly and you're keeping your nervous system in the right spot when you need it. Cool? So what we're going to do is, when you wake up in the morning, week 1, Monday, go to the bathroom, do whatever you need to do, then sit your ass down on the couch. I usually have a warm glass of water because that's just me. Sit, breathe, only through your nose. Spend 2-3 minutes just sitting, figuring out who the fuck you are, who you were yesterday, who you are today, who you want to be tomorrow, whatever. Meditate, if you will. 5 seconds in, 5 seconds out through the nose is what I do. Then once you're settled, your heart rate is back down to wherever normal is for you at that time. Then we take 3 normal breaths in and 3 normal breaths out. So we're not over breathing in, we're not trying to fill up absolutely everything, and we're not getting rid of absolutely everything. It's whatever normal breathing is to you at that moment. And when you get to the point where you exhale, on that 3rd exhale, where you'd normally breathe back in, so we're not fully dumping everything, where you'd normally breathe back in, we're going to hold our breath. And we're going to start a timer. So you've got your phone all ready next to you, or your stopwatch, or whatever it is you want to use. So as soon as that 3rd exhale is done, and you would normally breathe back in, don't breathe back in, press start on the timer, pinch the nose, and try and think of nothing. Try and just, don't look at the timer because it's really off-putting. It will put too much pressure on you. And just feel and see where this is going. All right. The reason we pinch the nose, I think it's twofold, but mostly it takes all the pressure off the back of the face, so it actually makes it easier to hold your breath. Back of the face, in the inside of your face. But also, I find it a little bit of a nice distraction. You can focus on the pinch of the nose, what it feels like, all that sort of stuff. So you're just going to sit there. We got the timer on for 2 reasons. We need 2 numbers from this timer. The first number is that little feeling in here that says, "Wait, breathe." So as the carbon dioxide is raising up in our system here, in our lungs, the carbon dioxide levels are building. You're going to get a message to the brain going, breathe, 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 breathe. It's that first one we want. Breathe. And it's going to be super subtle and it's super easy to miss in these first few days. So your numbers might go down to begin with. Perfectly fine, because you're getting used to it. If it's a massive sort of spasm through the diaphragm, you know that you've held your breath. You've missed the carbon dioxide bit. No big deal. Try it again. So we've got a little inkling in here, up here, up here. You might swallow for no reason or out of the blue, whatever. There'll be something that goes on through here. When that happens, make a note of the time. Write it down if you want, but just mentally keep a note of the time. Then keep holding your breath. So one breath hold, 2 numbers. First number, carbon dioxide levels. Second number is a full breath hold. And when I say full breath hold, I mean when you're done, not when you're blue in the face and ready to pass out. You'll see some cool colors and stuff, but it just ain't healthy, and don't do it. Headbutting the table and all that sort of stuff. Don't pass out, please. So we're just gonna, when you're done, until you're good. Yeah, that'll do. When you're getting big spasms through here and your heart rate's going through the roof, you've gone too far. We want to keep our heart rate down. Cool. One breath hold, 2 numbers. First feeling in here, go as far as you feel comfortable to do so. The baseline score is that first number. The rest is training to improve tomorrow's number. Okay? Write it down. The date, the time, what the numbers were. Baseline score, full hold. I should have some spreadsheets for you by that point. If not, notepad. Just write it down. Every day. Same time every day. As soon as you get out of bed, do this. Don't eat anything. Don't consume any caffeine. Just sit your ass down and spend 3 minutes doing this. Then you can get on with your day. Cool? Week 2, I'm going to add to it. Week 3, we'll be in full breath retraining mode. Like I said, I'm not going to dump everything on you in week 1. Okay? Any questions, any problems, any issues, as always, sing out to me, Mick. We'll answer the questions that you have as best we can. Get in touch, message, whatever you want to do. Cool. Peace. Enjoy. Don't go blue in the face.